So guys, kuna kitu nimeona and it's relatable but funny at the same time, you know. Kuna mtu amesema ati hizi mashida tunapitia, we better be in the next Bible. Kwa sababu hata wana Israeli hawakusafa hivi. Jameni, sisi tunalimishwa na hata hizo unleavened bread atukuli. We are living instead of eating the bread. Anyway, na kwa hiyo Bible kitabu moja iitwe one term. Exodus iitwe one term.
The opinion I'm about to give might rub off some people the wrong way, but that's none of my business. It's my opinion on my platform. Gachagua is not an option for us and can never be an option for us. Neither is Ruto, neither is Matiang'i, neither is Raila, Kalonzo. Hawa watu wenye wote wamekuwa in politics since before some of us were even born cannot be the option that we are seeking to move our country forward. They cannot be. Also, the MPs we have right now in parliament all need to go home. All those MPs are linked to all these different political kingpins as they call themselves. Na wakati ikikuja ni wakati wa kukula, they all eat on the same table and none of them remember that they're supposed to be speaking for us. Juzi waliongezwa mshahara over 360,000. Kila mtu akaongezewa monthly to their monthly salary. Did any of them speak up about it? Kuna mtu ulisikia amesimama akasema, "Oh, hiyo pesa hapana, staki, rudishieni huyo wananchi." None of them did. What they did was distract us long enough for us to forget that they are eating from the same table. And they have become so good at the art of distracting us that wanafanya tu vitu and then they come dramatize for us kidogo, tunasahau. That is why we need to start thinking with our heads and seeing things for what they are and not being emotionally attached to certain politicians that we forget our senses. What we need is to do away with the whole lot. Just have an overhaul of all of them. We start afresh. We need a fresh start. That is the only way our country is going to go to the places we are hoping we can get.
Buda, ni aje?
Fiti.
Nikuulize, kwa nini watu wa Central ama watu wa Mlima wao peke yao ndio wamekasirika zaidi kuliko Wakenya wengine kwa history yote?
Unajua, those are the side effects. Very crazy side effects za ukabila.
What do you mean crazy side effects?
Unajua, just look at the government we have. In 2022, watu ya Central walikuwa na two choices.
Gani?
William Ruto na Raila Odinga. Ukiwasikiza sana wamekuwa wakisema in harsh tones. Afadhali tungesikiza Uhuru. Si ukweli? Si hivyo ndio wamekuwa wakisema.
Najua kwa vida.
Afadhali tungesikiza Uhuru. Sasa Uhuru alikuwa anawaambia nini?
Alikuwa anasema baba.
Alikuwa anasema baba. Si ndio? Baba saa hii ako wapi?
Ako kwa serikali.
Si ndio? Haya, the other bigger group ya watu wa Central walikuwa wanasema nani? Wanataka nani?
WSR.
Hasla, mtu ya kanisa, mtu yao, mtu anaelewa, mtoto ya maskini. Huyo bado wako wapi?
Yeye ndio rais
kwa serikali. So the two choices watu wa Central wangetaka. Baka ile wana regret kama wangeweka zote ziko wapi?
Ziko kwa serikali.
Si ndio? So kama kuna watu wanafaa kuwa wakisupport serikali sana ni nani?
Ni watu ya Central juu the two choices ziko kwa serikali.
Haya, wale watu walikuwa na Uhuru na Raila wako kwa serikali ama wako kwa serikali?
Wagani hao?
Wengi, Minister of Agriculture, KRA chairman, hao ma experts wa ODM, sio wote walikuwa Azimio? Si wote wako kwa serikali?
Wote wako.
Haya, wale watu wote walikuwa na Ruto wa Central, si wako kwa serikali?
Wako.
Isipokuwa mtu mmoja. Huyo mtu mmoja kutoka atolewe, ameenda sasa ametengeneza ukabila, imeingia watu, ukisikiza tu watu Ruto. Na wale watu wote mulitaka wote wako kwa gava. So kama ukabila ndio inafanya tusisikie hii gava ni kama ni yetu.
Ni kama
tunasikia ni kama si yetu. Unanielewa? But watu wetu wako ndani ya hiyo serikali wengi sana. Unajua, na swali yangu ni tunataka tukue na hiyo upuzi for 2 years then tufurahie siku moja. Ati hiyo kitu mnataka ikifanyika kitu ya driven by ukabila. It is not driven by any economic idea, no political idea, nothing. Ni emotions tu. Nikuulize, kwani Wakenya, kwani mbona Mjikeja anakasirika vile sisi tunakasirika hapa Central?
Mzee wa Mijikenda?
Ama mzee wa Busia, ama mzee wa huko Kendong, ama mzee wa huko kunaitwa aje Kilgoris, ama Kakamega, ama hata huko Kuria. Sisi kwa nini tumekasirika hivyo sana? Ni vile ukabila inatufanyia. And we need to change.
Ni dose tunapewa ya ukabila.
Na lazima tu change. Lazima tu change.
Leo acha niguze Murima. Watu wa Murima, kuna mambo mbili hapo naona inafanyika na ni kama umefungwa macho. Unajua Gachagua ni mtu wenye. Hiyo hata sina shida nayo. You know, I respect that. Na nimesikia pia nyinyi mnaamua kwenda kusupport Matiang'i. Let me tell you something. Right now Wakenya wameamua they want a fresh start. Anyone that has been in the system before, they will not bring any change. Na ukumbuke tumejionea na Ruto. We don't want to support someone because they are popular and everything. No, we want to support someone because of their track record. As much as Gachagua ni mtu wenye, hiyo sijakataa. But wacha tuambiane ukweli. Hata nyinyi mnajua deep down in your heart, Gachagua will not bring any new changes in this country. Twende kwa Matiang'i. Hata Matiang'i hataongea. Matiang'i wakati alikuwa CS of Education, zile pesa za laptop zilienda wapi? Wakati Matiang'i alikuwa CS of Interior, kiburi alionyesha nchi, akazima TV, kushika watu, kukataa, kutokuheshimu koti, going against the constitution, all those things. We don't want a repeat of Ruto in our lives again. We have learned the hard way. We are not going to make the same mistake. Na tusifanye mistake kama hiyo watu wa Mlima. Na hii ndio Wakenya wameamua. Wakenya wameamua they are going to support Maraga and Omtata. Why? These are the only two leaders in their capacities that have respected the constitution and they have respected the rule of law. Maraga, he is the only judge, if not in the world, that cancelled a presidential election. Do you know what it takes to cancel a presidential election? Literally, you're putting your life, in danger. But Maraga alisema nini? No, for the interest of the country, I will do what is right. Maraga has the capacity to lead this country. Mtu mwenye amecancel presidential election, tuambiane ukweli tu. Wewe unafikiria atashindwa kudili na cartels ya hii country? Unataka kuniambia atashindwa kuhakikisha government systems are working? I don't think so. Twende kwa Omtata. Omtata has won a lot of pro people cases in court. Cases nyingi unasikia sijui land ya mwananchi wapi ilikuwa inanyakuliwa, ndio huyo Omtata amepeleka kesi kotini, inakansoliwa. Omtata ameshinda hiyo kesi. Sasa hizi unasikia kulikuwa na tender ilikuwa imepewa kwa kina Joho, huko Coast, sijui wapi, akapeleka kotini, imekuwa cancelled. We want people that can fight for the interest of the country and not the interest of their stomachs. Matiang'i akikuja hapa, hako anaenda kupigania uhuru, hako anaenda kupigania tumbo yake. They are all cartels. Let us support people that will bring a new leadership in this country and people that will usher this country into the era of constitutional respect and the respect of the rule of law. Hiyo ndio tunataka. So guys, Wakenya wameamua they are going to support Maraga and Omtata. So let no one be left behind. Now I say, they don't need to give us money. We will campaign for them wherever they are. Tutawakampenia huko Turkana. We will campaign for them Samburu. We will campaign for them in Nyanza and everything. So if you are a leader who wants the best for this country, come on board Maraga and Omtata crew. God bless Kenya.
What you feed grows and what you neglect dies. And I'll say this, everything that gets planted in our thoughts eventually produces a harvest if we water it properly and if we nourish it with the right ingredients. That is fertilizers, right? And I'm going to say this, not everything we see is what it is. We need to start asking questions and seeing beyond the smoke screen, right? And please don't believe every narrative without asking the right questions. But come 2027, we need to be wiser, smarter, and we need to have learned from the mistakes we've been making consistently and continuously.
Let's get something straight. When I say we are draining the swamp, I am talking of the whole loot present in the Senate, in the executive, in the legislature. There is a certain entitlement that politicians acquire when their positions are not solid. And I will give an example. Leo sina break. Rigathi didn't say anything about fertilizer. Turudi nyuma kidogo. Rigathi didn't talk anything about abductions until he was pinched like this. Until the power he had wasn't solid. That's when he started blabbing. Yeah. Leaders don't pick sides. I'm sorry. You can come at me, I don't care. Leaders don't pick sides. You're elected there to stand for the citizens, not for yourself. That power you have, you got it from helpless villagers, as Weta says. Sawa? Our politicians, all of them there were quiet in some very specific, I don't know, situations. They were supposed to talk over, walikuwa wa stand na sisi. But until the positions they were in started shaking or whatever the fuck they call it, that's when they walifunguka akili. Ebu pelekeni upuzi mbali. Zashaja. Why? I understand this thing about standing with someone who was humiliated and standing for the same cause as we are, but no. Sympathy votes landed us into trouble. You want another round of that? Okay. Let's go get caffeine first.
I may not say a lot about Wamunyoro's party lounge, but I will say this. Rigathi Gachagua will never be an option for us, no matter how much he contributes to this revolution. Nope.
Mi siwezi kubali mtu wako na 10 years lifespan, mtu wako na 5 years lifespan kunidisaidia maisha yangu. Kesho natoka maandamano because there is a Kenya that I want, a Kenya where education is free, a Kenya where there is medicine in the health sector, a Kenya where the deputy president does not go around dishing out money. My money yenye nalipa nikinunua vitu za VAT kwa supermarket. A Kenya where everyone is responsible, a Kenya where a police does not shoot in front of cameras and go scot free. And tomorrow I will be mobilizing my fellow Genz. We need to have a policy reform. Kama kuna askari ameshikwa akishoot mtu mwenye ni innocent hana weapon, that askari should also be hanged.
I am a failure. I was not ready for this job. I still cannot believe that I am a cabinet secretary. I just wanted good, expensive gold watches and belts. I agree I must go.
The saddest realization of being a Kenyan is that your government wakes up every day to give you two options. That you either die by the bullet, and this bullet can get you anywhere, whether you're in the streets, in your house, in your balcony chilling, or you die by economic sabotage.
In 2022, most Gen Zs were too young to vote. But by 2027, 14 million Gen Zs will be eligible to vote, a massive increase of 79%. Back in 2022, youth aged between 18 and 34 made a total of 8.8 million of registered voters, accounting for 40% of Kenya's total voter base. Right now, Gen Z is aged between 13 and 28 years. This means millions will be ready to vote in 2027. The total number of youth voters is expected to hit 17 million, forming the largest and possibly most influential voting bloc in the country. This generation isn't just big in numbers. They have led protests, mobilized online, and called out for accountability. But the big question remains, will they show up at the ballot and use their numbers to change the game in 2027?
Now the next election,
Yes.
unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
Yes.
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Kenya, brothers, this is an advice from a guy who is a kid of a Syrian revolution. Record everything Document everything, every protest, every face you can get. Document their faces. Document police who shoots at you. Document other protesters who try to do bad things, and then the media will brush everybody as terrorists or bad people. Get your phone out and record. That's your best weapon, your phone. Not a gun, not anything. Record, because that's how you hold people accountable. One day or another, the government will fall, and this will be evidence for later on. Trust me. It's happening all over the world with Syrians. So you can do the same thing. And free Gen Z in Kenya.
How low was the bar for us to vote an ICC suspect? Yes. In consecutive terms, ICC suspect number 1, Uhuru. ICC suspect number 2, Ruto. Yes. I am not surprised that this government is hunting and haunting the dissenters of this regime because they are using the Moi manual. Ruto ni mtoto wa Moi. Amefunzwa na Moi siasa za kuabduct watu, siasa za kuua watu, siasa za kuintimidate watu, na siasa za kutumia vijana vibaya. Na sisi tumekataa.
A man joins politics in 1992. There's bloodshed. He joins the parliament in 1997. Bloodshed. He's a major party in 2007, 2008. Bloodshed. His party's re-election is contested in 2018. Bloodshed. He becomes president in 2024. Blood spills on our streets every damn day. And the perfect example, there is no even perfect example, because what happened today was just crazy work, to be honest. And then the speech following after that, I don't know, man.
The bar was so low that Kenyan voters elected ICC suspects twice. And for some reason, we thought that whatever they were accused of, they wouldn't do it to their own countries. Tafakari ya baba.
Ruto, makosa utafanya 2027, acha tu nikuambie mapema. Ni ati tumepiga kura kuchange governance, tunataka good governance, alafu tunaona tuna lead kwa screen watu wamekupigia kura, utatuambia nani alikupigia hizo kura na hizo namba zenye una lead nayo mbele ulitoa wapi?
Abducting us and killing us won't stop us. Seizing the future of this nation. R.I.P. to our fallen soldiers. Yes, they knew that freedom had a price. This is our country, we're not giving up.
I don't know about you guys, but as for me, any content that is not related to what is happening in my country right now, I'm scrolling past it. In solidarity for those young soldiers who have been on the battle for justice, I just, my guilt, my Kenyan guilt cannot allow me to just be comfortable in watching other content. I feel like, right now we have to be on the know of what is happening in our country from time to time. I don't know about you, but as for me, that's how I feel. Thank you.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go, like yesterday. Bye.
This is Selector Dede.
Wanadhani ya bongo lala, ikikupita we bongo lala. Na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunazoza. Hatujikuku mewaka sana, na mabisto wanachafua rada. Na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunazoza. Hakuna mboka, peleke shuleni watasoma. Madaktari wamegoma, hapo sani Yesu atatuponya. Wambie punde imechoka sana, farasi bado ijapatikana. Ni madai wanagonya na mali wanaponda, unakonda wananona. Maandamano, 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 amise maandamano, maandamano,